Oh, and good listener. 100,000 opinion bubbles for the next one. Good grief. Good luck getting that. Wow. Hello mares, welcome back. This is Blocks, and I thought we'd start on the returning home to your city screen. It almost feels appropriate for this series. I've been away for so long, and I'm really pleased to be back. So over the next couple of episodes, I'm going to talk a bit more to you about kind of where my SimCity BuildIt series and videos and stuff have been for the last 8 months, what we've been going through in real life, what I'm now going to be doing in the future with this series, with other games and videos on my channel, and more regular tips and tricks videos specifically on SimCity BuildIt 2. Let's head back actually to Daniel City, which is where I was before I loaded in here. Because it feels great to be talking to you again, and I've missed sharing my city with you. I've missed the chats and conversations we get to have in video comments about each episode I've produced. And one of the things I want to do now I'm back is go a step further and build a bigger community around the channel. So I've started preparing and working on, with a group of moderators who've been really helpful from the channel, a Discord server. So if you haven't already got the Discord app, you can get it from discordapp.com. Grab that, get yourself ready, get your name reserved. We'll have that server up within a couple of weeks at the latest. So I'm really looking forward to that. We'll be able to share tips and tricks more regularly on there. We'll chat about SimCity BuildIt and other games like Minecraft and Hearthstone and other things I might play in the future too, or games you're playing or want to recommend for me. But yeah, today I think we'll keep most of this about kind of catching up with my city, where I am, what I'm doing, and what I want to do next with the city, basically. So in kind of preparing for this episode, I tried to watch back a couple of the old videos from, I guess, well, not the end of the series. It was kind of the series as I left it. I guess it's about episodes 44, 45-ish. I'd have to go back and check, but that was 8 months ago, and it's been a really long time. And a lot of that time since then, I haven't actually been able to access the city. I've been able to play a little bit, sort of here and there, but not a great deal. So it's been really, really tough to be able to produce videos. I've had lots of issues in real life with moving house and all kinds of other problems with builders and things. And yeah, and I'll talk about that, I guess, more another day. But today is going to be about catching up on the city, where we are. And I noticed when I was loading in and looking around the city, we are only one delivery away from completing this Tokyo Town thing. So let's go ahead and do that. I've prepared the stuff to go with it. Bom, bom, bom. Ta-da! Plane departs complete. So let's go take a look at this. Claim our reward from the chest. Ah, okay. Not that great. I was kind of hoping for some sim cash or something, a bit more than a couple of golden keys and some more Tokyo Town stuff. But I guess it's useful if you're kind of doing Tokyo Town stuff. So yeah, you might have noticed I'm actually playing on a new device here. You might have noticed there's a bit of a change in quality on the screen. So this is an old, still fairly old, it's an iPad 3. One of my family members bought themselves a very fancy new iPad Pro a while ago. And their iPad 3 was just sitting in the drawer, and they very, very kindly gave me this and said, would it be useful? And it's way, way, way better than we were using my old iPhone 4S and my iPad mini. And the city had got to the stage where I just could not run it. Could not run the city on those devices. But since playing on the iPad 3, I haven't had a single crash from the game. It's got like double the memory of the iPhone 4S and the iPad mini. I think they're like 512 meg. This is like a gig. So it's a massive step up. And I've been live streaming from this and just trying to get back into the swing of producing content and things. And we haven't had a single crash, even when live streaming, which is like amazing to me, because we used to have problems all the time producing content and things like that. I thought, given that we are back this episode, oh, this is an interesting little bug I spotted the other day as well. Look, you've kind of got 2 bubbles on top of each other there on the mayor's mansion. It's because there's no road connection. And I've got a... Oh, can I even tap that? Oh, I can't. Can I actually tap? I'm trying to tap the star and the building. Ah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I can't actually get to... Well, let's draw a road in. I want to collect that star. I can't actually remember what the achievement is that I've got there. Let's have a look. Aha! Pilot. Complete 50 air cargo shipments. Awesome. Well, that's 10 sim cash for us. Up to 148. Have we got any others we've done? We might have to... Ooh! Master of simoleons as well. 5 million simoleons in taxes. Another 30 sim cash for us there. Oh, and good listener. 100,000 opinion bubbles for the next one. Good grief. Good luck getting that. Wow. Okay, any others? Oh my word. Yeah, so today might be a bit of a random episode. One of the things I did want to ask you was how much of the redesign of my city process you actually wanted to kind of see, because we talked about this quite a lot, and I've really got an idea now for where I want to go with it. My plan is to segment the city into slightly different zones as I had previously, and I've started removing a lot of the roads. So you can see here all these buildings without roads and stuff, and I want to now kind of have the city entrance basically be sort of along... We had this sort of long city avenue like down here before, and then there were roads in this area, and it came into the main bit of the city. But what I want to do is segment the city into kind of a zone over here and a zone over here, with this avenue extending all the way down through the city. It does mean moving and breaking up the gambling strip, but I've been thinking about how this lays out, because it doesn't really fit in the desert, unfortunately, because it's too big for that area, and it's kind of right by the beachfront, so maybe actually it's not a good fit, and we'll move this elsewhere in the city. So that's something I want to work on between perhaps this episode and next episode. I also want to try and get these... oh, did I start that? I think I did. Yes, I did start the assignment. That wouldn't have been good. I want to get through a couple of these, and get our Contest of Mayors game on. And as you may notice, we are actually in a position today to be able to finally build what is my favourite building in the game right now. Oh, if I'm not connected enough, let's get a few of these collected. I think there's 40 of those there, so we will need to do... It was 57 total, wasn't it? We should check that. I want to make sure I make enough. I don't know whether I'll be able to actually show this in this episode, or whether I'll just do it kind of next episode and tell you if I did it or not. Yeah, 56. Sorry. So we've collected 20, 30, 40. So 56. We need to do like another. Let's do another 4 buildings to be safe, right? 1, 2, 10. That's 15. And that'll be 20. That should take us to 60 basically, which should be yeah, should be fine. Let's sell these on the old trade depot, the global trade HQ. Tap tap tap. But yeah, it's a whole different experience actually playing on a device where I don't get crashes and stuff. It's amazing. Because one of the technical issues I've been facing is not being able to play the game. Like I said, with the city not loading and stuff like that, it's just been sort of... Sometimes I get 30 seconds out of it, sometimes I get 2-3 minutes. I talked about this a lot in the live stream actually a couple of weeks ago, which I tried to upload some of to my channel. It doesn't look like it's been as well received, so I don't know if live streams on YouTube is something you want to see, and maybe I should do that on Twitch. But it hasn't been as successful as I thought it would be. But yeah, I do want to spend these platinum keys. That's what I was going to do. Platinum keys. And we've got this message over here as well. Let's actually tap that first. Omega Maglev Road Craziness. Save your Neo-Simoleons. Upgrading to Maglev Road level. It's 50% cheaper this weekend. Fantastic. That's pretty good. They've done a lot of Omega stuff recently, so it makes me wonder what's in the future of the game. There's been quite a few discounts and things to sort of help people get along with the Omega stuff. I'm at 60 storage right now. I do want to get up towards 65. I'm not worrying too much about the Neo Bank, because this is at a capacity of 35,000, and I almost never get the chance to save up that much. I'm always spending and using them. I think once you've got a decent capacity on your Neobank, you don't need to worry too much until you're really putting lots of Omega buildings down, and you have to kind of save up enough then to make sure you can, you know, spend that many Neo Simoleons. Where were we? Yes, no, Platinum Keys, that was it. Yeah, I really got to get a handle on where things are. So it's landmarks, I think, hopefully. It's the Kölner Dom is what we're looking for. And I actually am thinking about getting the Cinquantenaire Arch in my city as well, but here it is, look at this. This is the building I've wanted for ages. I remember when it was introduced, I remember reviewing the, was it the Omega updates this came in? It might have been. I'm trying to remember, was it Contest de Mares and it was just afterwards? I'm not too sure off the top of my head. If you go back over my old video series, I'm sure you'll find out, or somebody will link it in the comments or something. But yeah, I've loved this building ever since it got introduced. I think it's really, really awesome, and I've been saving Platinum Keys for ages to be able to try and get it. So we're going to place it today as a sort of a welcome back to the series, and here we are. I think that's a nice little treat. And we almost made 3 million simoleons as well today. We're not far off there. And that's something I want to talk about in a specific video again soon as well. Look at the detail on this. It looks so cool. Right, let's place it. There's a big investment. Boom! Doesn't that look awesome? The detail on this building is incredible. It looks so cool, and I reckon it's going to look really, really nice when I pair it with... I could sort of have it near the gambling strip as a sort of a tongue-in-cheek clash of cultures thing, but my main plan was to have it sort of near or in around the Omega buildings, because I reckon with the colour palette here it's going to work really nicely with that. It'll stand out a little bit with the greys, but the different blues of can we put it in here? Yes, we can put it in there. The different blues there's some similarities in the shades, so I think that's going to sort of pick out the detail in the roof of the Kölner Dom. And it'll look really, really cool. So we'll surround it with parks, and then we'll put the Omega buildings around it and stuff like that. Right, what else did I want to touch on this episode? I cannot remember, actually. I did make a couple of notes. Let me just have a look at notes for a second. Oh, yeah, so I don't know if I've talked about... We've been moving house, basically. Well, let's just get rid of those. We don't need that metal. Let's collect all of these. We were supposed to have moved... and been completely moved by last October. We actually didn't get to move until literally just before Christmas. It was like the 20th, 21st of December. So it's been a real nightmare. And I'll talk about it kind of a bit more in another video. I think it's a topic all amongst itself, and I've chatted about it on live streams when people have asked questions and stuff as well. It's been a real battle at home trying to get stuff sorted, but we're in the new place now. Even though it's not completely finished yet and we're still having issues with the builders, we don't have a proper working shower yet, which is kind of laughable. In fact, we even went on holiday this week just to kind of get away for a bit, and we went to a very cheap kind of sort of caravan camping site, and the shower we had access to there is better than what we've got at home at the moment, because we've got one of those sort of mixer taps plugged into taps. You have to kind of like sit down in the bath and stuff. It's pretty funny, but yeah, not not the greatest. Let's start some of the city redesign, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about and how I plan to take this long sort of city avenue into the rest of the city. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this road section to a 6-lane road, I think it is. Yes. And then we'll extend the parks down the left and the right. Now I'm going to keep this pattern. And I think once we've done that, we'll probably finish up this episode. And then you can let me know in the comments kind of how much of this sort of stuff and redesign you want to see. Whether you'd like to see more or less of it. Maybe we'll focus on one specific area each time we do an episode. Let's get to the fountain parks down. I think that's the pattern I was using, wasn't it? Yeah, it's 2, 2 of those and then 1 of them. So we'll need another one. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then that one should go there, I think. And then we'll need one on this side. And we're going to continue that pattern basically all the way down into the city. Let's go ahead and grab... I've seen quite a few of these little bugs in the game recently as well. If you look at the holiday fountain park there, you can see that the image just doesn't appear. On the ice skating rink here, you've got the little things. I don't know what's going on. Let's grab... Where is it? Is it the Peaceful Park? No, it's not, is it? It's the rows of trees, isn't it? Yes, the rows of trees. There we go. That's what I used. Drew a blank there for a second. Yeah, let's get these ones down there. And, oh, where's it gone? There we go. Yeah, a couple more of them. There's been quite a few changes, actually, in terms of... I think fundamental mechanics in the game, some of which I want to talk about, which is sort of increasing costs of buildings, which I think is a substantial change to kind of how things used to be. And I guess it came about really as an advent of the Omega buildings, and you're now kind of seeing that with its fire and power and water. Just ignore the fact the services are all messed up right now. Yeah, so these increase in cost now as you buy them, but they're cheaper to kind of start with, which I think is kind of interesting. And I'm not sure what to think of it. I think it's probably a better way for newer players to get into the game experience, which is good. But yeah, the costs could ramp up quite quickly. So I think EA and Track 20 would have got to be kind of careful about how they balance that kind of stuff. And one of the things I want to do actually is, now that my iPad mini and the phone are freed up, I have tested this a little bit. They can still run the game with a very basic city. Let's just make some more sugar and spices just in case I miscounted or something. Let's flick through those. Okay, we've got something going in all of them. Our quest should be finished, yeah, tomorrow morning. That'll be good. Yeah, so one of the things I wanted to do is talk about the new player experience. Like, what's it like for somebody playing the game now or just starting out? Like, some things are easier. Like, you can upgrade more easily, it costs you less, you don't have to store as much in your storage when you upgrade, and you upgrade in slots of 5 rather than 10s, but it costs you half as much, and the costs went down a while ago anyway, so there's, I think, some good things for new players. I've heard there's some new quests in the game as well for very low level players, so you start seeing those early on. I think it might be quite nice or quite interesting to do either a second series or something that talks about what's the new player experience like. My plan is to get a feeder city back, hopefully, as well, and get one of those working on one of my old devices to see what that experience is like and kind of test my theories on all that kind of stuff again. But yeah, I think what we'll do is leave it here for today. Let me know how much of the redesign process you want to see, whether you'd like to see me work on stuff zone by zone in each episode, or whether you want to kind of you want to see me doing a big redesign, like, doing the whole Grand Avenue and then bringing you back in. And let me know what you're most excited about that I've talked about today as well, whether it's the Discord server, whether it's just my Blocks Plays Build It series being back, the other tips and tricks videos I've got planned, or something else entirely. But yeah, as I said right at the start of the video, it's fantastic to be back. I'm really looking forwards to just being able to kind of make more videos and content and communicate with all of you. So I hope you'll stick around for what I've got planned in 2017 and the future. Take it easy, mares. Have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.